Why does space level music sound so alien, so deep, expansive, so ungraspably infinite? From Nintendo classics to trippy side scrolls, these soundtracks don't just sound like outer space, they feel like it. And by the end of this video, we'll find the hidden musical law that ties them all together. So, why does it glow like stardust in a memory? Why does it glitch like your brain's buffering mid-thought? Welcome back to the Curiosity Bop. I am your host Katjiro, and this is where music theory gets weird. And today, we're drifting off-world to ask one question. But first, if you think you can spot the pattern hiding across all 8 songs before we do, grab your space boots. We're warping in. Danger, distortion, the eerie feeling that something's watching. These are the alien type. We begin with fear. Alien invasion, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Alien attack doesn't give you notes, it gives you a nervous system response. It's not in a key, it doesn't need one. The chords F sharp minor to G minor to G sharp minor aren't part of any tonal family, they just exist. Called isolated minor. The rhythm? An ominous loop. A repeated dubstinato that refuses to change. But underneath it, a bass line pulses with 3/4 notes, slow, deliberate, and threatening. Like a tractor beam circling your spine. This isn't melody, it's pressure. And what sells it? The synthesizers. Each voice in this track is warped and spatial, like signals from something not of this world. Trying to learn how to be music and failing. Not going to lie, this part scared the shit out of me as a kid. Ooh, those poor cows. We're not in Kansas anymore. The alien gets funky. Here we have Alien Power, Streets of Rage 2, a Sega classic. This one might be in E minor, but then again, it might not. The bass keeps hammering that E, sometimes dropping into an E flat just to freak you out. But the rest of the harmony, unstable. There's a full pitch class set here. C, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A, B flat, B. It's like someone threw a music scale into a black hole and waited to see what survived. And the rhythm? Oh baby, that's where the aliens jam. There's a 3-3-2 pattern on the 16 notes, in a Mulligan groove that slips out of your grasp every time to try to count it. It shifts again in measure 9 and again in 17, like the track itself is mutating in real time. With all these pieces, atonality, rhythm hijinks, and that warp bass, we don't just hear space, we get abducted by it. But hold on to that alien weirdness, because something strange is about to happen. Stillness, expansion, peace that hides a deeper mystery. This is deep space. How can something so small feel so massive? Today's results from Pikmin, all of them, float in C major, but not like a nursery rhyme, like a lullaby written by constellations. The chord progression is colorful and weird. C major 7 to B flat over C, to C major 7 to F minor 9. Modal mix-ups that shimmer like solar flares. There's a constant background shimmer, transcribed as a 16-note sextuplet, but in reality, it's just a synth oscillator. A digital breath. It doesn't play a melody, it plays mood. And the melody itself, slow, full, sighing. You expect space to be chaotic, but here, it's calm, peaceful, and that's a strange thing. This track doesn't make you afraid of space, it makes you miss it. Same feeling, different star system. Let's pop to the Space Young Galaxy theme from Super Mario Galaxy. In A flat major, the chord voicings are rich. A flat major 7 at 11 and A flat major 9. Color chords everywhere. But what makes it spicy isn't the harmony, it's the texture. The meter floats, 2 quarter notes, then a dotted quarter, then a flurry of eights. It feels like a comet passing your window, slow then fast, twinkling then gone. And underneath, a bass arpeggio that never stops, gently circling through space like a gravitational pull made sound. This one's not scary, not even mysterious, it's yearning. So why do these two songs from two wildly different games sound so similar? Because they're about more than stars. They're about distance, about watching something beautiful from far, far away. But we're not just drifting anymore. Next comes movement, bravery, curiosity, the rush of discovery. Welcome to the exploration type. You can't talk space music without talking about this one. Originally in G major, though often played in F sharp, Moon Theme is an 8-bit classic that takes the concept of space and turns it into a retro pop anthem. Its progression is a roller coaster: 1 major, flat 7, 6 minor, flat 6, 3 major, 1 major, minor, modal, modulating. It's like every possible emotion bundled into one track. But here's what makes it exploration instead of deep space: the rhythm. Eight-note gallops open the melody, leaping like moon boots. Everything ascends, melodically, harmonically, energetically. It's not about looking at the stars, it's about getting there. And then the remastered version, layers on top of layers, harmonies, counter melodies, sound design. Suddenly the whole thing feels cinematic. It's retro, but somehow eternal. More exploration, you say? Take a listen to this tasty smelling tune here. Where Moon Theme is big and bouncy, Farewell from Celeste is microscopic. It's in A minor, but that doesn't matter. The harmony isn't what drives this piece, it's the form. Farewell is minimalism. 4 motifs introduced one by one, no chorus, no verse, just a gradual unfolding, like stars being born in slow motion. Measure 9? Pure mystery. Chords made of fifths only. No thirds, no clarity, just motion, just space. But here's the thing. The more it builds, the more it feels like it's about to break. Because this isn't about seeing the universe. It's about living it. Exploration doesn't always mean adventure. Sometimes it means goodbye. And after all that emotion comes a malfunction. Circuits, chaos, the beauty of corrupted code. This is glitch type. And it's where sugar meets static. Candy Constellation, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. The opening is wild, harmonic twist, sparkling synths, and rhythm stutters. You feel like Kirby just swallowed a VCR and blasted into hyperspace. Set in A major, it quickly leans on modal borrowing, particularly 1 major and 4 minor, pulling from its minor relative to add just the right amount of nostalgia, a sweet unease. And the rhythms? Full of starts and stops, but never random. It's calculated chaos. You're in a place where stars blink out of time, where candy melts into space dust. You shouldn't trust this level, but you kind of do anyway. Because, Kirby. Anyways, then there's this masterpiece. X-Not Fortress, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. This track doesn't just sound glitchy, it sounds engineered to break you. We're in E-flat major, but only technically. The chords E-flat major 7 over C to F major 13 are stacked like code, not emotion. They're meant to compute, not resonate. But what makes this song truly glitch type? The speed. Those relentless 16 notes climbing upward feel like a digital alarm going off your nervous system. You're not just in a fortress, you're in the future's fortress. One made of math, metal, and MIDI. And when you step into that final hallway, and everything gets quiet except for this blaring, sparkly madness, that's when it hits. You've been listening to the same thing over and over in every song. Loops, patterns, obstinatos, not just melody, not just harmony, but a rhythmic code that pulses beneath every track. What is space music? It's not a genre, it's not just synths and echo, it's a feeling, a mixture of fear, awe, distance, curiosity, and malfunction. It's dissonant where you expect beauty, repetition where you expect evolution. It's music that refuses to resolve, because space has no end. From aliens to stars to mystery to glitches, the real magic of space music is that it doesn't tell you where you are. It tells you how small you feel, and maybe that's why we keep floating back to it. So if you spotted the pattern before we did, tell us in the comments. This has been the Curiosity Bop and your host Katjiro. If this has been a bop, space is super dope, or you just love cats, subscribe and stay tuned for another bop. Keep spacing, keep floating, keep bopping. Have a great day!